How's it going? Today I'm gonna be showing y'all how to take out a transmission and basically, yeah, that's really it. So let's get started. Got my GoPro. Fashion, bruh. Alright, let's see. Is it filming? That's filming. One camera, two cameras. Hello, say hello to each other. Alright. And this is my setup. So, got my car. We got our on the jack stands. We got our cardboard, because you gotta have cardboard. If you don't have one of those rolly things, cardboard is perfect. So, hey Dad. Alright. So, first step on taking your transmission out. Get a flathead screwdriver. Alright. As you can see, I already pried up this little ring, I guess beauty ring you can call it, for your shifter. The next thing you'll do is you'll pry this thing up. So you get a screwdriver. You can lift up a little bit. You get your screwdriver and just pop it. It's gonna sound like you're gonna break it, but you're not breaking it, I promise. Next step is taking this little sensor out. Hope y'all can see that. You just push down on this little button and it comes right out. Then you're gonna tuck this piece out of the way. And then you're gonna take 4 bolts out. I already did it. It's very loose right now, as you can see. But there's a bolt right there, a bolt right there, and 2 bolts right back in here. And they're a 10mm socket. And you'll basically just take this out. This is kind of hard to ungrip, but I already ungripped it. Take this thing out, just like this. And boom, voila. You're down to your transmission. We're gonna get under there and start working on it. So the next thing that we're gonna do, we're gonna mark where our drive shaft is, so we know where to put it back in place, so we have the same exact measurements. Then you'll get your 2 17mm wrenches and you'll put them on both sides and break the nuts. Just alright, now we'll take them all out. Alright, so Crumbug is taking the cat's
bolts, connecting the cat back to a catalytic.
Sure, whatever that is. Okay, and then I'm taking this off. We're taking our exhaust off real quick, and then we'll go back to the other thing. Okay, so the next part, we had the exhaust off. I didn't really show that because it's aftermarket exhaust. Instead of taking this plate off and taking these 5 bolts, or however many bolts, we're just gonna bend this down. So just like so, just like that. And then Crumball is helping me out. He's going to take that out real quick. And then we are just going to lower this thing. Just like so. You got it, Crumball? Yep. Now while this is here, we're going to get some paper towels and we're going to wrap this up.
It's okay, it's on.
There we go. So the next step is this brace bar thingy. Oh my gosh, that almost hit me right in the face.
Hit me in the face.
Oh, this was a, what size? A 14mm. I guess it's like a bracket bar. There's 4 of them. So the next step, we're gonna take the wire harness off. It's gonna start with these 2 little, I guess you could say, zip tie clamp things. They're all over the transmission. This is a better example. They kind of look like this. So we have that, and we're gonna come down from there to here, where the O2 sensors are for the exhaust. And you're gonna take both of these off. First, you're gonna undo these little things. They'll be in these little pockets right here and here. You'll take those out, and then there'll be a push button right here. You'll push it down, and then you'll slide right out. And same goes for the other one. I already have them kind of loose because just to show y'all. Then there's going to be another one, another sensor. This sensor's a little more tricky, but it's basically you push down this little thing right here. You push it down and then it'll come right out. And give it some force, and they're pretty tight, but they're doable. So that brings down this part over here. Now we're going to trail ourselves back to the rear of the transmission. There are 2 more sensors. There's one up here, and there's this that connects to it. Basically, you'll push this little button right here, and then it'll come right out. There's another one on the back side. here. There's one up here. Let me find it. I'm pretty sure it's this one. And it's basically the same way as the other one. You just push that button down and you just pull out and it'll be right up here. And then you'll come back around, you'll have all these, this is what I was talking about, the zip tie clamps. And then what we're gonna do for this one up here, lower the transmission so I can get up in there with my hands, because I can't right now. And then after we lower the transmission, we will take that out. Alright, so we missed two of our connectors. So there's one, here's the transmission, so you can get a better look. That's the front coming to the back, and then we showed you wrapping around that way. And then I said we were gonna drop it. Well, actually, this connector right here, I didn't see this. There's a connector right here, and it works the same as these, how I showed you. You just push them down, pull them out. And then there's another one. This I can't really get video of. I'll try to video whenever I pull it out. But it's basically another same connector, and it goes all the way up in there. I can't show you. Next, we're gonna take the master cylinder. This is what we're replacing. It is this piece right here, but it's inside the well, we'll get to that after the installation. But basically, it's a slave cylinder pump, or I hope that's the name of this, the line. I don't know. Y'all can correct me in the description if y'all want. Basically, it's a 14 millimeter bolt. Just take that out. It's a bracket. And then you just get a 10 millimeter wrench, and you take this out with it, just like so. And then you pull this apart, and okay, and then fluid starts coming out. Make sure you have your oil pan. Alright, so next we're going to be taking off the transmission mount bolts. There's a total of 13 of them. There are, well, if you look at this is the front passenger side. There are 2 right here, you can see them, and then there's 2 more way up in there on top and on the side. They're going to be 17 millimeters, and then on the opposite side, this is going to be just like this side, but there's going to be 1 more bolt like right here. Then it comes down, and then you have right here, you have 1, 2 more bolts on this side, or the bottom passenger side we're still on. And the bolts are going to be on the opposite side of the transmission. So if you come around, you can't see it. I don't think you can see it, but it's basically right up in here. And that's going to be just like the opposite side too. They'll be on the other side. There's a total of 4 of them. The last part, the last step I guess, is taking off the cross member. There's a total of 4 bolts with a 14 millimeter wrench. And then we got the 2 jacks set up. Let me show you all real quick. A jack here, and then a jack here. We have one under this plate with wood, if you can see that, and then we have another block of wood under the bottom. And then we're gonna lower it, and we're gonna take it out to the left, or the driver's side. Okay, so I lied to you. There's 14 bolts. I missed a bolt right here on the starter. Right there on the starter. And then it'll all come out. But in total there is 14 bolts. 17 millimeter on all the top ones. And then a 14 millimeter socket on all the bottom ones. Here's a tech tip real quick. If you take a plastic plate, you label it top, bottom, right, left, and just know which way you have it facing. you'll have your transmission bolts all in order. Mine's not that pretty, but I know where everyone goes. Alright guys, thank y'all for watching. This is gonna be the final part right here. Alright. Next thing, we're gonna be replacing slave cylinder, and then we're also replacing the clutch. That's really it. If you're stopping by for the first time, please subscribe, hit the like button. New videos are coming soon. Bye.